Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Viewpoints. With me, your border man, Andrew to the city with the number 2, T.O. Even though, with the number 2 and T.O. Even though I put, peace sign up for T.O., but you get the point. So, I believe this video will go on to 15 minutes. Top things to focus on, or top random things to focus on. Drake's run on the Billboard Top 100. My take on it is, he's still one of the greatest to ever do it, so you really can't take that away from him. He's still one of the greatest to ever do it. And, so on and so forth. So you gotta give him props for that, and, again, you gotta give him an applause for his run. You gotta wish him the best towards his foregrown future of continuously being one of the greatest of all time. To be continuously one of the greatest to ever do it. Because he already is one of the greatest to ever do it, but wish him the best at further, owning his craft and putting out great quality music. He's owned the rights. He's definitely owned them. He's earned them. Claps to Drizzy Drake in his run. Okay, so one of the top reasons, other than that, I wanted to shoot this episode of Viewpoints was to let y'all know, just like with the Power of Influence album that came out in late July, I think 2 weeks before July was over, I shot the video titled, about Power of Influence album being done and out now. This is pretty much going to be the same thing. Break the Internet album is out now. It's been out since last Sunday. Because this Sunday is, if I'm not mistaken, let me look. This Sunday is Sunday, the 20th of August. Tomorrow we're supposed to have that solar eclipse. My take on that solar eclipse is, I believe it's going to be more than just a solar eclipse. I think some earthquakes might happen. Due to my study on things like this, in the past, mainly when I was in elementary school, shout out, God bless, San Pablo Elementary, which is right over there in Jax Beach, which is right across from Fletcher Middle School and High School. But shout out, God bless, San Pablo Elementary. Because when I was in San Pablo Elementary for 4th and 5th grade, I was legitimately really smart when it comes to science. With science, I was really smart when it came to the planets and stuff. And I was always wondering myself, why do we never have any quizzes on or any tests on the planets? Because Mars, Jupiter, Venus. I was like, why? Why don't we ever have any quiz and tests on that? Because I was reading those books, y'all. I was reading those books. For real, I was reading those books back then. The planets of Mars, Jupiter, and stuff like that. And I was thinking to myself, why didn't we ever have any tests on that? Because I would have passed it. If not A+, I would have passed it definitely within, A or B percentage, because I was really smart on the planets back then. But my point being is that due to my prior knowledge that I've done when I was younger, 19 now, but due to the prior knowledge of which I've learned when I was younger, back in elementary, and I guess back in middle school as well, back in UC Christian, University Christian, even though I'm so tempted to keep saying Academy, but it's not Academy. When I keep thinking Academy, I keep thinking of ABC Christian Academy, not UC Christian. UC Christian is just University Christian, which is right over there on University Boulevard somewhere in Jacksonville. ABC Christian Academy, I don't know if they still have that open yet, or not yet, but I don't know if they still have that open anymore. But ABC Christian Academy was, I guess, where I went for preschool or whatever else. And I went there for I think that church building, I think that building is still open. I don't know where downtown is it. It is, but I know darn well that's where I went, and I don't know whether it's still open, but that definitely should be open. But to let y'all know. Yeah, but yeah, just let you know. Like I say, from all the prior knowledge I did, you know. By the way, when I went to Kearney Middle School, by the way, Kearney Middle School, and for like I said, I failed at UC Christian. Forgive me. Shout out, God bless UC Christian. Again, phenomenal school. I talk about this in my original School Beginnings video that I shot back in May, by the way. But yeah, failed there. Shout out, God bless them. It's still a great school. It was just me. It's just I didn't have my priorities right, so that's why that happened. Cause my original, like I said, if I hadn't failed 6th grade the first time, my original graduating class would have been, I'm pretty sure, the class of 2016. Cause again, I was born in '98. One of my cousins was born in '97. His graduating class was a class of 15. So I'm telling you, you know, I know my class would have been a graduating class of 16. And then after I failed 6th grade the first time, my graduating class was a class of 17. And even though I didn't graduate with the class of 17, still because of, like, you know, I'm back in these for recovery credits, I still look at myself as a legend of that class, a legend of 16, and saw 1100, so forth and so forth. God bless both classes, because, you know, so forth and so forth. Got a lot of friends from the classes, and I still got all love and respect towards both classes. And it's not set in stone that I'm graduating with the class of 18, because my plan is to get out with my diploma this winter and come back as a volunteer next year, like around January or February, if that happens. But if I were to still be at Nice in 2018, my plan is to hopefully have only 2 or 3 classes, maybe even 4 on the schedule. What I mean is, like, that means not have a ton of classes on the schedule, period. And you know, because right now I still have all 7, even though I don't need at least three classes that's on there. But I have that for extra help and stuff like that. And like I said, it's still an honor and a blessing to graduate with 18, 17, 16. It's still an honor and a blessing, no matter which class I had officially graduated with. It still would have been an honor and a blessing for it. And I got a lot of good friends in the class of 18, 17, 16, you know, 15. Got a lot of great friends. But yeah, like I say, but that's just my personal standards of, I do hope to be out with the diploma in December and then come back as a volunteer. But if I don't do that and I'm still in school as a student, then hopefully I'm coming back for 3 quote, you know, classes, and that's it. But we'll see how everything goes. You know, and so on and so forth. 8 minutes, like I say, Break the Internet album is out now. I do hope everybody cops it, likes it, enjoys it. The last 2 I think the 3 albums, like for example, the Viewpoints Part 2, again, that was an album filled with mostly old material. You have to realize that was an album filled with mostly old material. Like legitimately, I may have made a few edits here and there, but it was mostly old material that I hadn't edited, period. And you gotta realize that when you listen to the Viewpoints Part 2. That's why the Viewpoints Part 1 is definitely more polished in certain cases, you know, and/or it sounds better. But and maybe even more layered, because again, that was mostly all original songs, I think, from the Viewpoints Part 2. That was either mostly or it was period all original songs. Let me go look at the playlist right now. I think that was an album filled with all original new songs. Because Power of Influence and Break the Internet are 2 albums that are filled with legitimate, like 95% or 99% all new original music. But let me look at the Viewpoints Part 1. Trying, We Can Date, Freshies, Know Myself, Jungle, Know It to Own It, Kelly's Tribute, Sympathy, Time on the Clock, Flashbacks, and To Be Close to People. So to let y'all know, yeah, this entire album was filled with all original music. This entire album was filled with Viewpoints Part 1 was filled with all original new music. Power of Influence was the only songs on Power of Influence that was old was Free Will, Younglings, Legend, Freestyle / Old Friends, Be the Difference, and 2016 Role Models and Mentors, and Connections. So I guess if I look through this album of Power of Influence, which again, Power of Influence was dropped in July. So if I look through it, like I guess you could say half the album was new, because Die For, NJ Love Sam, that's not new. If y'all follow my career for the past year, that's not new. The original one for that was just regularly, it was just Die For, but I chopped it up and I made it to Die For slash NJ Love Sam interlude. But actually, in that case, I guess the only new songs that were on this album was Valley Rich Kids, For the Kids, Next Generation, The Ambassador, To the Point, Talk and Know What's Up. Those are, okay, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 out of what? Wow, yeah, 7 out of 17 was new on that album. And I say what? Cause I'm like, wait a minute, 17 videos. I didn't think I had 17 videos in there. I thought I had 14 or 15, but yeah, I got 17 in there. But yeah, 10 minutes into this, so I got another 5 minutes left. Or it depends on do I want to go for 15-minute mark. But just to let y'all know once again, Break the Internet album is out now. I do hope that everybody likes and enjoys it. The albums that I take the most pride in this year, or even throughout my entire career, I take the most pride in Power of Influence, Break the Internet, and The Viewpoints Part 1. Like I said, I hope everybody really enjoys it, because if you listen to the content of these albums, you'll be able to you will hear that I actually am spitting real lyricism. You'll hear that not only am I spitting real lyricism, but I'm as well spitting just some really true stuff that, you know, relates to young people, relates to middle-aged people, old people, whatever. You know, I'm just spitting some real quality lyricism that, you know, honestly, on some other people's stuff you just can't find to a certain degree. Because I don't think you can find I mean, this is just my random opinion, but I don't think you can find another rapper that rhymes like as often and consistently in every song as I do. And you're probably like, what do you mean about that? That means, and when I'm writing a song, I'm not trying to have, you know, 2 or 3 rhymes per song, or 2 or 3 rhymes per I guess towards every third paragraph or whatever. When I write music, the entire song is usually filled with rhymes. The entire song is usually filled with rhymes. I'm always looking for ways to rhyme in every song that I make. Every song is filled with rhymes, and I'm usually not repeating the same rhymes back to back, like rhyming post with post. You know, I'm usually rhyming post with roast and boast and coast and stuff like that. Not really usually rhyming post with another post again. So forth and so forth. But like I said, Break the Internet album's out. I will probably shoot another video discussing with y'all the entire ideologies behind the track listing. And shout out, God bless, Wired at Allen D. Nease High School, which is once again Student Television Network. Yeah. Once again, like I said, I think we won. We won last year either best in the world or best in the country for Student Television Network on some type of category. We won, and like I said, I couldn't be more proud of Allen D. Nease High School. Again, I'm an ambassador there, and like I said, I'll be promoting all of this positivity even after the day I die. Absolutely love Nease High School. Absolutely love everybody there. God bless one. It's not a shame. That's, you know, that's me. That's who I am. That's what I represent. And like I say, Break the Internet album. And again, reason why I just shouted out Wires, because I just did a interview with them on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I just did an interview with them on Thursday discussing the state of my music career and why I love Nease so much and other stuff like that. And I really went in depth with it to a certain degree. And you know, it's like saying if you don't hear it in these episodes of The Viewpoints, you're gonna hear it. You know, or it's better. It's really like almost everything of which I've been spitting in these episodes of the Viewpoints. You should hear if you go to Nease High School, actually, or even if you don't, you can just go on our website and you can look at past episodes of Wired and even future episodes. The episode whenever it posts, you can look up that episode and what I'm trying to say.